Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting and riveting and amazing Propagandacast with me, your host, Imperial Dane. The one, the only master propaganda hero, like defender of the fatherland of here to be 2 on Elst Outskirts. In the north it is Coh2 and Dream fighting for the German army, Deutschland. Here with the 21st Panzer Division, here with assault support, mechanized, Jaeger armor, Breakthrough, Overwatch, and Lead Armored. Versus in the south it is Kaianto and nausicaa. Fighting here for a combined American-British task force here with the Guards Armored Division backing up here the 3rd Armored Division with infantry, tactical support, recon support, Royal Artillery, special weapons, and tactical support here. And there's always a big hearty thanks to my page supporters. Without them and their support, the Propagandacast would not be possible. So big thanks to all those. Other people can join the heroic ranks and become a champion of the Propagandacast by pledging on Patreon, or they can donate via PayPal. Links in the description. And finally, commenting, liking, sharing, subscribing is another jolly good way to support the Propagandacast. Ralph got out there for nausicaa. Heading eastwards there, we got a triple section start here for Kaianto and the British Empire. Gunner these MD42 for Coh2 and Dream here with double full gunners on top of the Sturmpionier. So far off to a steady start here. Broad approaches on both sides. First commander chosen is nausicaa here with Browning light machine guns and tactical support, half tracks, specifically the M5, recon runs, strafing runs, and the Calliope. Shots fired here, section caught with the Sturmpionier. His forces will extend out easy prey here with the Sturmpionier, who definitely are living up to the Sturm part of the name. Engaging this section here with a violent accuracy at closer ranges. In the west side here, we got Dream advancing there as well, pushing towards the southern fuel point there fairly easily. Section they're trying to make use of the rain as best as possible. Buy time for the other section of Rhyme. There's also didn't, just deny damage from the Sturmpionier, just keep them running around. So smart play there by Kaianto, thumbs up. North the MD42 was Ralph Squad here, fuel point there, being grabbed. Racing the Pioneers, though, blocking it with some sandbags, so the Racing blocking the Pioneers and grabbing it. I think it might be the Pioneers having their point grab being blocked there, though. MD42 Granisi, bit of a tough time because if he moves the machine, risk getting bum rushed, but the Ralph Squad's in a bad way there. So in the south here, the Sturmpioniers the section there, west side, we got the full spread. Oh, further south, we got the full advancing here. A lot of engagements here across the map here. And again, we see a bit of reposition here. Racings, though, Pioneers sort of very close there. But the other side getting the advantage. And we got the same commander, it is Dream here with Elite Armored, going straight for a truck into the 2-1 here, which is part of the commander, alongside the emergency repairs. Pioneers routed, could get wiped. Panzer Commander, Heat Shells, and the Storm Tiger. Not a dull moment here, that's for sure. In the south, the Germans continue to advance here. Sturmpionier have routed here under Dream's command. The 2-1, though, is halfway done. Tech for Kaianto already, plus the Lakers machine it out there to help deal with those damnable German infantrymen. Also, they're being flanked here. Good work there by Kaianto. Up north here, Ralph Squad there, pushed back. Got these pushing forward over the fuel point there. Worth noting the Elst getting a bit more fuel than the Germans at the moment here, with 26 versus 19 fuel per minute. So off to a fairly decent start here. MD42 positioning again. Ralph Squad find Rowdy, can then grab the fuel point up north. In the south here, both of Dream's forces are pushed back, and one of them is in fact straight up a wipe. Quite a blow there to Dream and the German army in the early game. 2-1 there, rushing ahead. Their truck also moving in there for Dream and for Deutschland. More folks there for Dream, and there got the section moving in. They're catching the section A negative cover. A horrible spot to be in there. Go Lewis drops dead, riddled with bullets. The rest of his mates, they just bolt off before they get murdered as well there. It might even be too late there. Coh2 in there. We'll have to see what he goes for next. Probably some tech here. As for nausicaa, we got both the captain and the lieutenant. So we might be seeing the anti-aircraft chapter here as a light vehicle. Some players like to do that. Section around it. Pushed back here by the 2-1 with 2 kills so far. Center being pushed forwards here, past there for the car point there. Up north, though, Coh2's been good progress. We can see there in the south, Dream will need support as nausicaa's moving to support Kaianto there. Bases splitting up the map between the two sides reasonably well there. In the south, the 2-1 being pursued by the Ralph Squads there. Captain and Lieutenant on the move here. 2-1 there, could be in some trouble here for Dream. But no, it looks like he's able to keep a safe distance there from the American infantry up north there. Pawns being seized, Vickers at the ready. Further up north there, nausicaa launches a probe and assault history into the Grenadiers here as they are well positioned to stop such an attempt. In the centre, then more troops are running as well. In the south, 2-1 there. Oh, caught by the holy smokes, you can just get sent flying there. Guess someone had an experimental catapult seat built in for that. This is, I'll be safe! Brandon going in the captain. Ralph's got charting the Volksgrenadiers. Routing them here. Good use of on me there by nausicaa's captain. Thumbs up. Grenadiers are ramming here though. No sign of upgrades for that yet. Machine gun sitting out there as well. Ralph grenade there slightly misses the mark for Deutschland. We got the section coming up. They're bolted already here. Kaianto definitely wants to emphasize the infantry. Ralph's got it. Could see perhaps a chance of wipe here, but that said, the Grenadiers taking so much damage in the process, they may not be able to pull off. We've got Ralph grenade off here. Oh, or not. Turning pretty hairy here for Keon. And the 21st Panzer, the shown 5th Panzer Grenadier Company. And there you go, Grenadiers scored wiped. Another blow here to the German army as they've yet to sort of inflict the same level of casualties on the Allies. And there you go, we got the M5 half-track out for nausicaa. Immediately upgrading with a Corp mount. Turn into a motorized meat grinder. Mechanized, I guess. Back here, like the mechanized company up for Coh2. As for Kaianto, we do have the Belgium headquarters up there. Got both upgrades for it done. Well, the ones that matter. There is also the retreat point unlock ability, but just most people never really use it, as it's fairly expensive at this point. The downside at this point also so heavy, it's like there's not really a lot of reason to use it. Since, of course, they had to do that because I was just too good. You see a lot of players just, set up a aggressive battle headquarters and just, run stuff around that. Anyways, back here, to on the way there for Coh2. Back in the Allied bases, we got the 6-pounder gun on the way there for Kaianto. No sign of weapon max there for other Allied player. Section pushed back with the Volksgrenadiers. Up north, half-tracking about, they've got the 2 drop, which is going to need some more firepower, Mr. Coh2, to deal with that anti-aircraft half-track. Northern fuel point, they're also looking dreadfully exposed in the south. It's just all Allied. So, rough start here for the German army. We got Dreamland, an Indy 4 and a light infantry gun. Dreamland's definitely taking some losses here, though, of course. Even Coh2 is not going unscathed through this valley of Allied woes. Northern fuel, them seems to got the captain in the south, could catch the gun as a bit of a pincer, push them back. 2 moving in here. If you could somehow blitz the half-track with the armoured car, that could work out, but there you go. So it's set spotted by the infantry, the half-track will be to prevent such a manoeuvre here. In the centre there, we got Dream slowly moving out, but again, he is not making a lot of great progress here versus the Allies either. The Allies so far, I'd say, are in a fairly good position. We're getting 32 versus 13 kills a minute. That is a significant resource difference right now in favour of the Allies over the German army, and will be, I think, quite a tough task here for the Germans to turn this around. Not impossible, just tough. Up north, the Americans keep up swinging for that field point. For the lifeblood of America, fuel. Now, anti-tank on the way there. That'll be 2 anti-tank here for the Allies, 1 for each player in the south machine position. Here we got the German pilots could try and push for the fuel point there, but probably worried about extending. A Kedmaf on the way there to help deal with vehicles and armour. Machine there's the half-tech to gonna bum rush it. Bold move there by Coh2. But they really need some fuel right now. I mean, again, the Allies getting 36 versus their 16. That is almost, well, that is in fact more than twice as much fuel per minute. That's definitely not something, a situation you want to be in as any side, but in particular not the Germans versus the Allies. In particular not with the British on wall, because they are easily the fact to push the fastest for medium armor and then give the German players a really tough time. So the Germans, I think, need to stop focusing so much in the centre and start focusing more on the bloody fuel points, because otherwise, I think this could quickly snowball into a pretty aggressive Allied win. That said, again, this is still early on. Of course, there might be more happening soon here that could give the Germans a bit of a slightly better chance. But right now, it's definitely looking a bit promising. Again, we're up to 39 versus 13. That's 3 times as much fuel per minute. That is a significant difference. Panzerfaust galore in the half-tech. Almost got it. Could push in the 2-2, maybe finish it off, except the 2-2 is... Where is it? Okay, it's all the way over here. Half-tech gets away there. Anti-tank also ready now to cover the retreat here. Big push up northward. Still not doing much for the fuel, but again, I feel like both players are really obsessing over the centre of the map here, where again, I would like to stress this once more. There are no fuel points in the centre of the map. Definitely a bit of a whiff there. Going to go for the half-tech up, maneuvering the anti-tank as well in the process. Good play there by Coh2, but there you go. Get still driven into it and then push back. infantry trying to flank next, leaving the northern fuel point now. Easy grab here for Keon. Very good there from him. He needs to get his hands on it bloody now. In the south, the also got a breakthrough here. Could push for the southern fuel point there. Definitely should. We got the truck out. There'll be tech there. Maybe some tech as well here soonish for Keon. As for the allies, there we go. Kaianto has already got the company command post up. And we got the 5th cal there for nausicaa, but he could also start pushing for medium armor himself, honestly, at a relatively soon pace. No weapon racks though. No grenades, nothing. Section rounded by the advancing Fulton in the centre. We got the allies moving up. The northern fuel point finally being reclaimed by the German army by the 21st Panzer Division. Follow the round this section. Line for gun they're holding up. And another machine gun gewehr ready here for Keon and for Deutschland. Section repositioning. Up north, the pack and the grenadiers holding up here, forming up a strong point here against any allied assault. Of course, artillery could definitely undermine this. And there we go. We do get a mortar there for nausicaa. Thumbs up. As for Kaianto, we got the Cromwell plus a Vickers machine gun more. That will also be a significant threat there to the Germans. That Cromwell tank, as again, the Germans don't have a lot of anti-tank weapons at the moment. Plus, depending how well the tank is used, the terrain can be quite problematic. As well, just defend with a single anti-tank and against it. Smoke deployed here. Thumbs up to Kaianto. Looks like you want to follow up with a regular barrage, but realise they'll probably just bugger off. There you go, line for gun firing back. Cromwell almost ready, Vickers ready in the south here. Fulton comes with the section and the Vickers. But he's got both fuel points now, at least denied to the Allies. And now the Germans are getting more fuel, 26 versus 16. Not quite the same, 39 versus 13 fuel per minute, but it's a start. As meanwhile, Nick can again focus a bit more on the fuel points. It looks like the Allies are now the ones to sort of get caught up in the center focus trap, which again can happen like most maps, to be honest. Cromwell tank out there though for Kaianto. Nausicaa with the major out can soon push for the Sherman. As for the Germans, got tech leads up there for Keon as well. And Dreams got the Schwerpunkt quarters up. So he needs authorized, and it's clear for the Germans. It's going to be a bit of a long road to Tipperary here, at least in this case, a long road to the Panzers. Norfolk gun is being slowly rolled out here by the 5th Cals and the Brownings. Ralph's got there pushed back, and the South Cromwell strikes for the British Empire. Tank commander out there to the Cromwell. Back hatred reinforcing healing. Still, oh, we do get weapon racks there for Kaianto. Thumbs up, got some Bren guns up. We've got grenades as well there for nausicaa. And the Browning lap machines being handed out en masse. Very good. Cromwell going for the centre here to keep the Germans off the cut-off point there. Very good. But the Germans definitely have a much stronger set of macro control elements here going on now versus the Allies. They're definitely getting more fuel now, so that's good by the Germans. In fact, they're getting twice as much fuel now with 33 versus 16 fuel per minute. Still, they are behind in terms of, armor here versus their allied opponents. It did nonetheless take them some time to turn the fuel situation more in their favour of Deutschland. Southern fuel per minute being claimed back here by the British forces as Kaianto swiftly makes his moves on it. Up north, that point makes these for the Pioneers. Germans will definitely need to push out for somewhere as relatively soon as possible. No Supremo Cop yet here though for Keon, and crucially still no commander for Keon or for Kaianto. Both players there seem fairly hesitant. The longer it goes on, the more likely I'm thinking this is going to be assault support here from Keon. There could still be Jaeger armor or mechanized, but you sort of go by the usual play patterns. It's typically more likely going to be a Tiger Assault here from Keon. As for Kaianto, bit less clear what he's planning, but could be, I guess, special weapons for the Crocodile or tactical support for the Crocodile. Royalty, of course, is nice, but doesn't quite have a Crocodile. We'll have to see there. Kaianto, of course, could surprise us all. Could surprise us all. More to that at the ready as well here, of course, for Keon. Thumbs up. Good bit of German light artillery here. Just moving forward, got the Vickers 5. We've got Panzer 6 and the Sturmpanzer to help deal with British armor and vehicles, of course, American vehicles and armor. Also, I think a handy upgrade there for your Sturm Pioneer. Bit of repositioning in the centre up north there. Ralph's got advancing. Machine guns caught a bit of trouble there. We got the northern fuel pumping seized by the Allies again. The Germans switching back to, I think, a bit too heavy for centre focus versus the Allies. And they, they need to focus more on the fuel points. I feel like this is going to get favoured steadily by the Allies again. But anyways, we'll have to see there. 5th car up here, forming up a strong point there. It's going to require some more to fight. Or a smoke screen combined with a proper assault there to flash out. Still, Does push it out. The armor coming in. Half-track remains with serve in the center. We got the Allies dug in again. There's just not really a lot of effort towards the southern field here by Dream. I feel like that is a bit of an oversight. Up north, you got the Scot moving forwards with the 75mm cannon. Interesting, he did go for the Scot first, not see a medium tank here. Rather wants some self-propelled artillery to bombard those goddamn Krauts. There's even more interesting because he's got like the Calliope in the commands. You kind of figure like, you know, we'll just go for Shermans, then go for Calliope for his artillery needs. But he clearly wants the Scot out here. He clearly wants the Scot out versus those Germans. Panther 4 there for Keon, thumbs up. Dream meanwhile, he's still some time away from a Panther 4 there. At the same time looking at his bullet sense for a Yak Panzer. Could be he's planning that actually here versus the Allies. Strafing run here from nausicaa against the position. There we go. Caught in the middle of the bloody road there. This could become quite painful. He does manage to mostly dodge it. And the line gun somehow crew basically managed to like dodge every shot. That is quite impressive. Quite impressive. More artillery ringed up here. Into taking the ready in the east, we got the half on north, got the half there at the ready. 4 kills of HA2, south side, still not seeing a lot of action. Sanction digging in here by the side of the victory point there, ready to resist any German counterattacks. Nulliken ready there for Dream, definitely making me think he is planning something a bit bigger than just a Panther 4. Possibly a Panther. Might even try and stall for the King Tiger, but I think under the current circumstances, stalling for the King Tiger would be fairly inadvisable. Keon though, still no commander, nor for Kaianto. We do get the Panther 4 the ready for Keon. And the German army, the 21st Panzer Division and the 7th Panzer Company, they're providing support for the 5th Panzer Grenadier Company. Munitions cache up there for Kaianto. Possibly planning something then with their more quality stuff, which could mean special weapons here or Royal Artillery. I mean, it could still end with something like tactical support for, say, the Fort Observation Post, which does use munitions, well, I guess, but that one seems a little less likely. But I could be proven wrong easily. We've got Orbs out there for Dream, thumbs up. Some more infantry to tackle the Allies is always a handy idea. Crom there getting a great hit on the Kinver crew, almost taking out the entire crew there with its sent from the cannon. Nasty to the wall there. Up north here, fighting for the northern field pump once more ensues as nausicaa delves into his infantry. Grenades being locked out. They're going to need to quick reposition to avoid an explosive fragmentary fate there in the faces. But there you go. Panther 4 rise from Deutschland and might just be able to turn the tide and keep the field point out of the hands of the armies. Almost got them, but not quite. In the south here, we got the section as the Obersoldaten. Down to 2 men. And down to 1. Not a great spot to be caught in negative cover, to be honest. Then we got a Jackson tank there for nausicaa. Kaianto. Well, still no clear indication as to what Kaianto's planning here. No hammer, no handle tactics, no commander. Still no commander either for Keon. Though I think Yup, he's going for tier 4, so he definitely wants something. I mean, he could theoretically go for Jaeger armor, he could theoretically go for an elephant, but I think under the current circumstances, looking at what he's up against, I don't think an elephant makes a ton of sense personally. So my guess is it's going to be assault support for a Tiger tank here for Keon. Of course, I could be proven wrong. He could go for Jaeger armor. We'll have to see. There's the launching a valiant but kind of pointless effort on the center point there, as they are easy targets for the guns, can't hurt the match. And of course, while they do have the Scot and the mortar support there, that still takes some time to gain. But there you go. Apparently, kind of worked out. Impressive. And there you go. Jackson transfer for nausicaa. Kaianto just flooding resources, looking a lot like either special weapons or tactical support, simply for the crocodile here. As the gem's going to light them on fire. Oh, Trommel knocked out. Good kill here for Deutschland. Knocked him out of the Kidnapper. Thumbs up. Still no hammer or anvil tactics, which will definitely, I think, make it take a bit longer there to get that crocodile out there. I mean, it could have other plans, but I feel like the way he's floating that man-pound field, which is roughly in the range already now of the crocodile, kind of feels a lot to be like, you know, he's stalling it for that one. Fresh assault here by nausicaa's Marshal orders men for a great assault for freedom and democracy. Remember, boys, if the Germans shoot at you, shoot back. Well, I mean, that's what we're here for. Well, shoot harder, men. Shoot harder. And there you go. Got a Sturmtiger for Dream. Okay, I wasn't quite expecting that one, but I suppose with the way Kaianto's playing, I mean, just blowing up his men could be an idea there. As for Keon, well, we have... Okay, we've got the heavy Panzer Corps. There's me just turning a Panzerwerfer, I guess. 8 Panzer. We could also go for a Sturmpanzer. Bringing it off against the Grenadiers. Quickly dodging out of that one. The Allies back in control most of the map here. The Germans are once more a bit at the back. For the fuel-wise, they are kind of equal there right now. 26 fuel versus 26 fuel per minute. Rough grenades. Grenades are being exchanged here like rather passive-aggressive gifts. More to push back there as nausicaa keeps up the light machine gun assault there, raking down any German infantry and other German entities without mercy or care for the welfare. Firefly out there for Kaianto. Interesting choice at this point. Like, you'd really think he's playing like something like big, and instead he just goes to the Firefly. It's not like I think the Firefly is a bad choice. I just... Like, was it then really necessary to float that many resources? Wouldn't you just be better off at this point actually just going for a Comet? So, I don't know. I'm slightly confused as to what Kaianto was planning there. Bit of a lack there, sort of clarity from my part. Anyways, up north here, the Germans holding off. We've got the Allies pushing forward. So once more, the fuel point has been denied to the German Reich here, as nausicaa once more sinks his claws into it. In the south, the Dream continues not to put much pressure towards the sun. The fuel point there. Sturmtiger getting hammered the Jackson tanks on. There you go. Firefly joining in with a 17-pounder gun and the tube rockets. The Sturmtiger is heavily damaged. Quite the blow. The also got a 6-pounder gun there seized by Dream, by the way. I haven't noticed that one before. Smoking deployed there. Good work there by Kaianto. Sturmtiger pursued. Great hit there with a 17-pounder gun. Small chance of the deck teasing up. There you go. Force back here with the Kevnaf and possible threat of Panzerfaust. Kaianto makes the right decision to just pull back the Firefly without risking losing. I mean, he could have tried diving in. Maybe would have gotten it, but there's also a good chance he would have just lost the Firefly without destroying the Sturmtiger, in which case Kaianto and the British Empire would have been in a pretty awkward spot. Jackson being about here. We got veterans 1 full kills. Roughing up against the Rough score. Pantherful shoots. Almost lands a wipe there for Deutschland. Almost. We got 341 to 365. Kaianto and Keon there. We're actually beyond like the 20-minute mark. Camp going for command, and there we go. In the end, Keon very much goes for the one I pretty much expected, which is assault support. With the artillery field officer, we got the Blitz logistics truck, strafing runs, bombing or fragmentation bombs, and the Tiger tank. So an open Blitz out to help secure resources. I think it's a good idea for Keon. Thumbs up. Germans, as a fun fact, actually relied on a variety of trucks for logistical purposes, including French, Austrian, German trucks, Belgian trucks. Like, basically all the trucks the arms they captured would be typically used to support the logistical system, which meant there was actually some massive logistical issues when they had to then make sure they had spare parts for the different types of trucks. I believe the Opel Blitz was based in an attempt to create a more standardized truck system instead to get around this. So, fun fact, fun fact. North machine routed by the captain. And of course it's just like horse-drawn carts. A good deal, and particularly for the infantry divisions, the logistics were basically handled by horse-drawn carts. Which is, you know, something that's typically not really shown a lot of. Certainly not in Company of Heroes. Sturmtiger running about the full speed met here with heavy machine gun fire there. Troops advancing for the glory of Deutschland. Sturmtiger running forward here like a menacing block of steel. And going ahead with its massive rocket of death. Heavy losses there though on Keon. I mean Dream, not Keon. Just Dream they lost, I think, Zorzeldaden. Got a few squads left. The Sturmtiger back up in 5. Ooh, nice move there, trying to bait the fire flange. And there we go! Catches the section of retreat. Complete wipe there on Kaianto. Brutal. Keon there, he's actually sitting in the truck up on the munitions point, opening up for more air support, I guess. Would have figured like a fuel point here, or maybe a point next to his base, but well. got the Sturm to get a great kill here for Kaianto and the British Empire. Still no command of him, still no hammer or anvil tactics, still no overarching plan. Maybe this Comet, maybe he's planning another Firefly, maybe he wants to go for the Crocodile. No, now it's actually hard to say though. Keon meanwhile there's building up more munitions, not trying to get the Tiger tank fast. That's kind of what you expect honestly, but here we are. Also, he has built the heavy pants, of course, yet to use there. Go fragment tank bomb unleashed by the Luftwaffe. Got the Scott here. Great kill. Panther 482 here. A lot of troops the bunch up. There go. Wasn't paying attention. Got him. There we go. Really absurdly lucky there for nausicaa. Did not suffer a single wipe. Heavy losses. I mean, most of the squads got gutted like fish at a fish market. But crucially, he didn't suffer any wipes from that. That was really lucky. Like, he wasn't paying attention at all. Yet he still... I mean, obviously got punished to a degree, but he could have been punished much harder, like, say, you know, both the Rav Squad and Lieutenant being completely wiped from the very face of this pixelated Earth. So, that was kind of impressive. In the center, we got the Sappers here, all up the point there. We got Line for there with 3 kills, close to 53 in the south. Folks push back the section. Got the supply truck out there for Dream. Could be an indicator here of a Tiger stall next. King Tiger, that is. And obviously, Kaon is stalling for a Tiger tank, just the Tiger 1, not King Tiger. This is advancing in the MD-32. Ralph Squad advancing here. Already ace level. Quick wrap on the Ralph Squad. There we go. Bit of a good hit. There's Robert. Gets blown to bits. Grenade off from the Grenadiers. And he's not paying attention. Oh, close call there. So close there. Tag tank is right around the corner.
We're losing a capture point.
Graham Easton pump the Pioneer. South here, folks advancing the section. In fact, running straight into the section and his Bren guns. 2 light machine guns, they can lay down some pretty heavy fire against the advancing German troops. But with the MD-34 arriving, he is forced to push back. And we got the assault officer on lay-form. Still no commander though for Kaianto, still none. And we do get anvil tactics. Alright, I was kind of expecting hammer tactics at this point, but Kaianto clearly had other plans. Alright, chaps, we're gonna go for hammer tactics. No, anvil tactics. Oh. So the officer out there for Kaianto and the British Empire. And these are the 21st Panthers routed. Section is the Sturm Pioneer. And we got the mortar wipe. Good kill there for Deutschland. FX also silences pretty much all the Allied asleep, well, except for the Calliope now, basically. You also got another Scot there for nausicaa and the British for the American Army. That's definitely not the British Empire. Seems like the soundtrack's also getting a bit of an overlapping session happening there. Slightly confusing for me at least. Kind of happens from time to time. Suddenly, like, you get both 2 soundtracks playing with each other. It really gets confusing. For me at least. Happening about this ground. Ralph will grab the point here. Climbing forwards. No, they did actually have more rocket artillery units like this. They also had the whiz-bang, which fired fewer but larger rockets. Fun fact. Okay, looks like the music sort of got itself sorted out there, thankfully. Target tank out here for Keon, right next to the Panther 4, the Armour Outskirts, which is a fun fact, was commonly mistaken for a Tiger tank. While again, you might notice they're not really the same size, but you know, to an untrained observer, they kind of have the same profile, just at a smaller size. Like, you can sort of argue, you can understand why, you know, someone, you know, mistaken, but it was not uncommon on the Western Front. Like, they reported a lot more Tiger tanks than the Germans had. And the reality is they just report Panther 4s with armoured side skirts as Tiger tanks. So, fun fact there. Fun fact. West side, we got the section, we got the Kaianto to the Sturm Pioneer. We got the officer hiding out there with Sten guns, and there you go. Light gun bomb right at the Folks Grenadiers here. Not a lot of damage here. We got the section flying with the Bren guns. We've got more section up here for Kaianto. Still no commander from them. I mean, almost half an hour into the game and Kaianto still hasn't shown everything. But at this point, it's got to be like, you know, other special weapons attack support for the Crocodile. And then, you know, some sort of ability. There you go. It is special weapons. Got the Crocodile. And he's almost got the munitions for a concentrated fire operation. Target tanking forward here. Pushing ahead for Deutschland. And the Third Reich engaging the Scot there with his 88mm gun. Punching through the armor cleanly. Section up with the Kid Nerf was there, pushing them back. North here, Keon has managed to successfully claim the northern victory point once more. Great hit on the Jackson by the Tiger tank. The Tiger tank in the favour there with the 8-rep round, which can increase not just penetration but damage. There you go. Jackson is out of the war. Great kill here for Keon. Better blow the nausicaa and Kaianto. We got the crocodile there lumbering forwards like a land ship. Target tank repairs, close to veterans 1. Crocodile and head, Scott, they're receiving no repairs. Got to put him with the crocodile in the center. That's going to have to retreat there for Dream before they get wiped. Targeting, getting the section over. It's 8 hitting the gun. Folks on the chopper here was the crocodile. And routed. Note the actual crocodile actually had a small trailer with fuel actually behind it. There's a little side note there. Grams obviously trying to get that way coming here would be kind of impossible, wouldn't it? Sturk here for Keon, 2 thumbs up. Mighty Sturmgeschütz is a crucial tool for victory. Oh, bunch of rifle grenade hit, not the best rifle grenade though. He definitely, I think, would benefit from infantry on top of the 2 grenades, like artillery field officers, some panzer grenades would be great for Keon. As for Dream, we got more of not very good. Kaianto there with 3 squads there, and we got 3 as well here for nausicaa. 200 points versus 338, while the Germans have definitely been too focused on the victory point. At least they've been able to control the victory points fairly well. They actually, as the Allies, even though they struggle with field control here. And Dream there is definitely Königs Tiger Bounty. And there you go. Heavy losses. Full squad there being utterly annihilated. The Crocodile is crushing them alongside the artillery there. We go 1 squad there. Looked like he almost got the other one as well there. For a brief moment, my mind also thought that. Target tank there, bouncing a few shots, also taking some shots. Pioneers as the lieutenant being absolutely decimated there. Crocodile with 9 kills, close versus 1. Definitely more than the Tiger tank has managed there up north. We got the Panther going here for some escaping infantry, and we got hold the lines here by Kaianto. Making different for the Germans to push through without getting hammered. There you go, anti-tank weapons being slaughtered, while the crew specifically being ripped apart in torrents of artillery fire. And there we go, almost got the scope with the 6-pounder gun here. Got it! There we go. We got the Air Force striking back here. The anti-tank crew gets ripped apart there by British RAF fighter bombers. 6-pounder holding up the Titan, going for a flank again. 8 kills. Veterans who won. Up north there. Point seized. Dream there, getting ever closer to the King Tiger. These also now ever closer to just being combat ineffective. We got another fragmentation bomb here from Keon. This time, no, nausicaa's a bit quicker to get out of there, but not quick enough to save one of the anti-tank gun crews. More air strafing going up here. Targeting wrong head for Deutschland. It's pretty much Keon now doing most of the heavy lifting here, as Dream setting up for the King Tiger is pretty much just throttling his entire economy to achieve that. So, like, you know, he definitely has to fuel the manpower, so, like, you know, basically the entire bottleneck is, and he just has to stay up so much, and so he's kind of like stuck in a bit of a tight spot there. So he kind of needs to go for other units, like, you know, make up for the losses. So looking a bit risky there for Dream, looking a bit risky. Still, the Allies being pushed back here. They are taking some beatings here from Deutschland. The Panther Force close to 53. The Tiger tank is got 10 kills now. 9 kills in the Crocodile here. Pushing up with the Tiger tank. Got a lot of support weapons there. Abandoned or destroyed by now. Still got that Ober Blitz supplying Keon with a prodigious amount of munitions. He's getting 63 munitions per minute, meaning he's getting one slightly over point of munitions per second. And there you go, we got strafing runs ready. Armour unit repairs, got the Stuka in reserve as well here. Another push here by Dream, but it's cost him the Volksgun squad. They're leaving with just 1 infantry squad, well, 2 technically with the Sturm Pioneers. Still really rough stuff there, considering he's trying to stall for the King Tiger. Rather rough stuff. Panther 4 unit repairs, Target tank being fixed up, one for Deutschland. Pioneers had to work there fixing up. And we got the officer here caught by the MD-34 veteran free. But there you go, till it called in. All of a sudden pushing 40 for Deutschland. Dream is getting ever closer to that King Tiger, that Königs Tiger. Calliope wants one with Crocodile as well there. Kaianto needs more armor, and so does Nausicaa. All of a sudden round here, second grab center victory point. We got 102 versus 338 here. Looking a bit rough there for the Allies. Keon can soon call in another fragmentation bomb. Like, basically at this point he called 1 in every 3 minutes. Thanks to that Ober Blitz. Honestly, at this point, he can consider calling in more Ober Blitz to secure himself more resources, for, say, more air support. Up north here, Panther obviously advancing. Major rearsense rear and ground score plus a 50 cal here. Panther needs a target here. Pioneers push back. Their Tiger tank is basically all the way back here alongside the Stug. May want to dispatch some force towards these to prevent Nausicaa from seizing the fuel victory points and even the fuel points away from the German army. And there we go. 34-minute mark, we got the King Tiger out there for Dream and for Deutschland. So we've got the Sturmplan, he's flanking the Vickers, opening up the southern fuel plant there for the glory of the Reich, and he's just going to salvage it for fuel. Thumbs up. Things in the centre here, the Sappers, no mortar smoke here, that'd be a pretty good idea. They're up north, fuel plant, he's got the turn, they're hitting a mine. Panther 4, Ace level, what is that Tiger tank doing? It is doing bugger all. Need to get like that Tiger doing something, I think. Crocodile meanwhile bouncing in the centre here, burning its way through the German line. Stuke going in for Deutschland. King Tiger going up the southern path here. Crocodile there, taking heavy hits here from the Kedner from the Stuke. Got 81 versus 34. The fight remains pretty volatile. King Tiger advancing there, Panzer Commando on the way for the Königstiger. Or Tiger B. Had a lot of names like that. Tiger tank advancing straight to the 5th car there. Anti-tank setting up. Jackson is almost done there for nausicaa. As for Kaianto, again, we're looking at like a significant resource flow at this point, so I'm guessing he might actually be planning like a Churchill tank here, though he may want to bring in like more Fireflies, honestly, with the Königstiger. North Tiger tank going to support here. And we got a fragmentation on the 5th car there. That could be a wipe here on nausicaa's crew, and there we go. Wiped and destroyed. Even got a few squirrels, probably. The tiny screams drowned out by the explosions. We got 81 versus 312. Stupid there taking some light damage here. Machine crew routed. Bit of quiet in there. Go Jackson. Once more being propelled forwards here for nausicaa, freedom and democracy. We've got a munitions cache up here, by the way. In fact, we've got 2 munitions cache up there for Kaianto supporting him and nausicaa. Okay, on there. Well, we'll have to see what he's planning next. He's got plenty of manpower and fuel to spare. Just not enough population to do anything with it. But again, except over blitzes and bunkers. More was on there for Dream. Very good. King Tiger there awaiting the order to move forward. So once more being a bit light repaired here by Dream's Sturmpioniere. North Eve Roundsport being pushed here for the fuel pump straight to the Panther and the Tiger tanks and the enemy forces line fire. It's pretty much a kill zone here for nausicaa. Without smoke or some sort of brilliant maneuver, that's going to end up being pretty painful and just easy kills here for Kaianto and for Deutschland. There you go. Jackson arrives, shoots at the Panther 4. Penetrating hit. The Tiger tank half 8 to 82. Grenades contact from North Eve, catching the anti-tank crews there in a very precarious position. Lieutenant Marines trying to assist here. Could fire a smoke grenade here to cover up the retreat here, perhaps, but decides not to. Will we see a grenade here? Probably should consider a grenade here. Rocket into Lieutenant. There we go. Almost takes out the entire unit. Brad's on the flank here. Aircraft shot at the skies. Trees blown to twigs. Crocodile pushing forward here. All efforts now in the northern pond. We got a more 17-pounder gun up for Kaianto, by the way. 17-pounder gun. 61 versus 312. Strafing fire going in here as Kaianto unleashes the Luftwaffe upon the verdammte Englischer Schwein und amerikanische Schwein. More to there, the veterans one here, 1 kill, 17-pounder gun, did get a good shot off in the King Tiger, pushing back Dreams, Königstiger. Up north, Jackson dives in on his met with Panther 4 and pack fire there. Tiger tank is also on the move once more for Deutschland. 13 kills in the name of the Reich. We've got 50 points left here for the Allies with the Germans 312. Stuke diving in, the 17-pounder gun there at the ready. Stuke almost got the Jackson. Crocodile on the flank here, and there goes Stuke's coming in for the kill here. Got it. 17-pounder gun, the fastest shot straight up the tailpipe, causing intense damage to the assault gun crew and the assault gun itself. Still an additional armor, of course. We just did that 17-pounder gun. Close to that, one the 17-pounder gun. King Tiger almost picks up. Sappers in the center being ripped apart. We got orbs advancing. More lightning guns. Tiger tank and then gain the round squad. We got 38 versus 312 here. It's a race to like get the victory points here. And Kaianto's just like got so many resources, he can't really spend them. He could try to go for like some more Stukes, maybe a bit more infantry at this point, but that's about it really. Like 87 does not leave him a lot of room for more units at this point. And there we go, nausicaa drops out. So I think at that point the match is pretty much over. There we go, Kaianto surrenders as well. So with that it is GG, game over. A loss here for the Allies, a victory for Deutschland. A brutal back and forth fight here. Tactically, could have been some improvements. I think at times they focused too much in the centre there. They should have focused more on the resource. You have to focus more on, outmaneuvering the other player. There could have been some pentacles out for KO, and certainly there could also have been some better commander usage, I think, of both sides. Still, in the end, I think, fairly nice, punchy fight here in Elst Outskirts. So I hope you enjoyed it. Hope you learned something from it. If you did, subscribe, like, share, comment on it. Tell your friends, tell your family, but don't tell enemies. This is Imperial Link saying cheers. Thank you for watching. Hope you all tomorrow again for another episode. Bye.